once again, friends and family, there's always DIY in a boat, and last night in the heavy winds, our pump started to give us a bit of trouble. Obviously, it starts with working less pressure, and eventually it stops. So in here, if we demonstrate, we turn this on, just dribble, okay? So the pump's not working. The pump is located in here where the holding tank is, and it's just behind this hose pipe here, and there's the pump there. So it's quite a fiddly job. So in order to do this, I've loosened it a little bit and taken the connections off. So obviously we get the smaller of the two in here with the smaller hands, and she's going to try and separate the as you can see, the elbow from the hose. Okay, so we're just going to put a bit of plastic bag now here around the hose so nothing leaks out. Not anything should, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Here's elastic band. There. So as you can see, what we've done is we've taken off this hose, okay, that used to be there, and then we've taped off this other hose right here, and now we've taken that off so we can actually get up the water pump which is here. Okay, so that's our next job. Naturally, we've turned off the electricity just so that these cables don't touch and short each other out. So that's our next thing. Okay, we're losing the light a little bit because it's quite late in the day now. Cause it's taken us quite a long time to do this. But this is our accumulator. We're giving it a wipe down, but it lives right next to the water pump. You've probably seen it in the earlier part of the video. And here you can see about the water pressure and stuff. I hope I'm getting this. It looks a bit fuzzy. Not sure I can get that quite right. But anyway, the purpose of this is to give you an easy flow of water when you're turning on the the water from the taps. And it needs to be pressurized. We've yet to figure out how you pressurize this. It was totally full when we took it off. I think it's only supposed to be about half full. Anyway, we'll have a go at it. To show how our hoses go, which way round. So I'm just going to light it up a little bit so it's a bit around here. And that's to our mains. And this T-piece here is just which way we're drawing the tank. This way it's drawing from the rear tank, and if I move it up like that, that's coming from the tank in the front of the boat. Okay, as you can see, all the bits have arrived. We've got this is our new pump. This is a new accumulator because the old one basically broke at the bottom anyway. Besides, we were going to replace it because, strangely enough, as you can see on the top there, there's no nipple. You need a nipple like this. You can just use an ordinary bicycle pump to pressurize it. As you can see from the label here, it comes pre-pressurized 10 psi, but you can go up to about 30 depending on the water pressure that you get out of your taps. So it's something that we can just do later. The pump is self-priming, so we don't have to worry about that. And all we've done is we've added in a new filter, or strainer actually. It's not really a filter, it's a strainer. So you just take this off, and then you take the metal piece out, and then you just wash that under clean warm water to get any impurities out. Remember, this this is our drinking and showering water going through the accumulator. I don't know why I can't remember that word. The accumulator, and pumping that around from our tanks. And we had to buy all these fittings. What are they called? John Guest push fit pneumatic fittings, name for these, but we managed to get some as well. And the tape just goes around the threads here and here, and obviously same on the pump, just for better grip and waterproofing the pumps. So Monica is actually cleaned in here now. You may remember what it looked like before. All right, so it's all nice and clean. Just put a light on so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, and I think we're all ready to put the pump there. We're going to put the, or our plan is, if there's enough room, to put the accumulator underneath instead of down there where you literally can't reach it anyway. And all the piping, we've got the new hose, so that should all fit. So we've used some of this tape, which came in the bag and box, obviously, and you put them on the ends here to make a better seal. And they came with these little rubber feet, but they're totally rubbish because it means that you have to make some sort of a bevel in like the wood or whatever it is you're attaching it to. Fortunately, we saved the feet from the other water pump, and they went in really nicely, like this, and so we were able to do that with a little bit of Vaseline and pushing it in. So we've put tape around here to make a better seal, as I said, and then the fittings, they all came in the box, and so it says in the instructions just finger tight. Okay, so there we go, maybe a bit more, touch more until it's finger tight. There, that should be a good seal, and we've already done this one. Oops, I've loosened it. Okay, so that's finger tight, and then this one, that's finger tight. There. So now we just got to get the accumulator in. There we go. So this is the last piece. I'm just cinching it up now. I mean, it's obviously advised that you put 2 of these rings on. I am putting 2 on, but some of the others you could literally only fit 1 because they were so small. In that case, if you look here, you can see there's 2 sizes. This one's bigger than this, so where I could only fit 1 on, I used obviously the bigger size, but where I can fit 2 on, I used 2 of these. The reason I'm using 2 odd sizes, I've actually run out the smaller ones. Alright, but there you go. Little fixes. So we're trying it now with a bigger screwdriver. Well, it's just got all tight now. Okay, the fruits of our labour. So it was very fiddly, and the thing is we've added this accumulator pump, which wouldn't fit up here, behind here, where the old one went. So, and it's very hard to get your hand in here and then screw or unscrew screws. So it was better that we put it here. It's just basically leaning here at the moment, and we're going to tighten it down tomorrow. And the pump, we can literally only get like 2 screws in, as you can see there, 2 on this side. There's just no room to get here and tie down the others. So it does look like a bit of a botched job, but maybe so perhaps, but it's all working. And the other thing we added in, which I almost forgot to mention, is we never had a strainer before. Now we actually have a strainer. You know, bits and bobs, like the old pump, that's why it probably failed, won't be able to get inside the pump and make it fail, even though the pump lasted about 7 years, 6 or 7 years. And so we've got to check for drips now. So if you turn on the water, turn it on full, there you go. So you can hear the noise that the pump's making. You can probably just see things swishing around there, and the accumulator's obviously working because you can see there's no pulsating on the tap.
Do widzenia, do zobaczenia wkrótce.
Goodbye and see you soon. Bye.
Bye.